Next up, one-click effects. This is great. We have a panel now, the effects panel, which has 8 of the most popular effects on it, plus one click in the middle to get back to the original. You can click on these effects more than once to double or triple the effect if you want to. And so you can have something, let's say in full screen mode, bring up the effects panel and say, I want to make this black and white or sepia. I want to take out some color and make it an antique effect. And you can, of course, combine these things, blur the edges, and bring a vignette in. And you can do this in a few seconds. And again, just hit the center button, boom, get back to the original. One-click effects. All new cards, calendars, and dramatically better books. As you know, we've had the ability to create books. We have made that much, much better. We have all new printing, much higher quality. I think you're going to love it. And we still have hardcover books, softcover books, but the quality is dramatically better. So fantastic books now. And we've added calendars, so you can make your own calendars like this with all your own photos in them by dragging and dropping or just having it autofill with your albums. You can drag photos onto dates. You can make comments and notes. It's pretty wonderful. And we've got some great templates for them as well. Look at these. They're really nice. And we've added cards. A lot of requests for this. And so you can make cards super easy, just like this. Order them online. We have postcards as well. And so literally you can make something like this in, a minute or two. Push a button, order them online, have them arrive at your door. So new cards and calendars and dramatically improved books. And something incredibly new, photo casting. This is podcasting for photos. Now, what is this? We want to all share our photos. And increasingly, we'd like to share them over the internet. Wouldn't it be great if there was a way to do that where every time I updated an album full of photos, people who could subscribe to that would automatically get their photos updated as well? That's what photo casting is. And the way it works is you just go into iPhoto and you go to the source list here and you pick an album that you want to photo cast, let's say these two, and you push a button. You say, I want to photo cast these albums. And it puts that little symbol next to them, and it automatically in the background uploads all those photos to .mac. You can even say, I want a password on these things so not everyone can subscribe to them if you'd like. And then someone can subscribe to this photocast. And when they do, they get a special album in their source list which says this is a subscribed album. And so what happens is that I've got some photos and I drop them in to an album that I've photocast. They are automatically in the background uploaded to .mac. All the changes, if I've deleted any, added any, all those changes are uploaded to .mac, and then anyone who is subscribed to those, they can sample .mac hourly, daily, weekly, or manually. Whenever there's a change, those changes will get downloaded right into their subscription album right there, and they can use those photos for anything they want. They can make cards out of them, they can set their desktop pictures with them. And so imagine this. I've got pictures of my kids. I simply drop them in an album that I've set up, maybe with my parents, and like magic, they show up on the desktop screen of my parents' computer. They can see their grandkids. It's like magic. If you take away the machinery, it's just like magic. It's amazing. Now, you must be a .mac member to publish, but we use industry standards, RSS, and so anyone can subscribe. You don't even need a Mac. You can use any RSS reader to subscribe. So, these are the big new features of iPhoto, and I'd love to give you a demo now. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and launch iPhoto here. And so I've only got 25,000 photos in here, but with 25,000 photos you can see how nice it scrolls, and you get this little viewer to tell you where you are in terms of dates or album names or role names, whatever you'd like. And so we're going to go full screen editing. Let me just select a photo here, and I just say I want to do full screen. Boom. And we're editing here. Here's all the controls, and I can zoom around here and pick other photos and go anywhere I want to. Boom. Pretty nice. And so I'm going to stop right here, and I'll bring up the adjust palette, and I could adjust the exposure here if I wanted to, do whatever I'd like. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring up the effects palette and show you how that works. Excuse me. I'm just going to boost the color, and again I could just hit this a few times and keep boosting it or go back to the original. I'm going to boost it once, and I'm going to go ahead and antique it and hit vignette maybe a few times, and this is, you know, maybe do an edge blur, and this is what I can do to make something like this in just a few seconds. Boom, and that's it. So this is what you can do now with the effects panel. Let me show you a little bit about cards and calendars. Let me go to cards, and I'm going to go ahead and pick a photo here and say let's make a card out of this. And I'm going to choose birthday right here.